Okay, so hello everyone. The question which we will be solving today is today's LeetCode POTD. Okay, so the question is find all possible recipes from given supplies. Okay, so just a second. Okay, so yeah, and this is the question, and as you can see, the question number is 211. Okay, and it is marked as a medium one. Okay, so now let's just read the description and try to understand the problem and solve it. Okay, so let me just read the description for you. Okay, so you have information about n different recipes. You are given an string array recipes and a 2D string array ingredients. Okay, the ith recipe has the name recipe I. Okay, and you can create it if you have all the needed ingredients from ingredients I. Okay. A recipe can also be an ingredient for other recipes. Okay. The ingredients I may contain a string that is in recipes. Okay. We are also given a string array supplies containing all the ingredients that you initially have, and you have infinite supply of all of them. Okay. Return a list of all the recipes that you can create. You may return the answer in any order. Okay. Note that two recipes may contain each other in their ingredients. Okay, so let me just tell you in the brief that we have been provided with a recipe, an ingredient, and supplies. Okay, here we have see we have recipes, we have ingredients, and we have supplies. Okay, so this recipe to make this recipe, okay, we need the corresponding ingredients, right? And we have this supply. Okay, and we need to tell how many recipes we can make. Okay, we have this is unlimited. Okay. Plus when we make a recipe, okay, when like we make a bread, like see, to make a bread we need yeast and flour. Okay, we need yeast and flour. Okay. As we can see, both are present in the supplies, so we can make this bread. We can make it, right? So if we can make it, this will be added to our supplies, right? There will also be a bread. Okay. So let's see. Let me just go through more examples, and we will figure out how we can solve it. Okay. So in this case, we can see, as you can see, we can solve it. Okay. So now the second example, right? We have recipes: bread, ingredients, yeast, and see. This is for the bread. Okay. This is for the bread, and this is for the sandwich. Okay, this is for the sandwich. So let's okay. So let me just start with the bread. Okay. For supplies, I would recommend that instead of checking again and again, if we have that, we can put it in a set. Put it in a set. Okay, so you can like check if it's there or not. Okay. So coming for the bread. Okay. First we have the bread. Okay. What do we need? We need yeast. Is it present? Yeah, it is. And we need flour. Okay. Is it present? Yes, we can make it to that. So we can make the bread, right? So once the bread is made, we can add it to the supplies because we can make it right. Okay. Here we have meat. Okay. Then we come to sandwich. Okay. Then we have the sandwich. Right? Okay. What do we need for sandwich? We need bread. Okay. Did we have bread before? No. But do we have bread now? Yes. So we add it, right? So we have bread, right? And what do we have? We need what we want. We need meat. Okay. So is there a meat? Yes. So we can make bread and sandwich both, right? Okay. So let me just twist this question a bit. Okay. Then we will see. Then there comes the main point, right? So suppose this was not like this. It was given something like suppose it was given like first we have the sandwich, then we have the bread. Okay. Similarly, this two will be also be swapped. It will be like bread, comma meat, bread and meat, comma yeast and flour. Okay. So suppose something like this was given to us. Okay. So suppose if we have started with the sandwich. Okay. Do we have bread? Because we have this. No. So you can't make sandwich. Like for now. No. Okay. So we come here. Do we have what do we need? We need yeast and flour. Do we have it? Yes. So we can make it. So what can we make? We can make bread, right? The answer would be bread. But it's not true. We can make sandwich if we make the bread first. Okay. So this is like you can say a dependency is there. So if you might have studied, you might be thinking of something like a graph. If you have studied graph, you might think of it. Okay. And it's actually true. It's the part of like if you have studied done some problems like core schedule, you might be aware of topological sort. Topological sort, right? So, but let me tell you one thing that we won't be using the graph in it, right? Like for this video, we won't be doing because you can solve it the brute force way. So I will be solving it that way. I might make another video of it in which I will be solving it using the topological sort. Okay. So okay, the constraints are low. Okay, if I let me just show you, the constraints aren't that good. See, the constraints are in, like constraints are quite low. So we can do it a brute force. Okay. Suppose like we don't like it doesn't matter if we solve it like first one. We can just iterate it how many times the as much like we can do the same thing for the number of time there are recipes like suppose here and three recipes like in this case we have two recipes so we iterate so we do the same thing twice so at once we will be making bread right and in the second time we will be making the sandwich because we have included the bread in our supplies okay and to like further extra I would say extra computation we can take a visit or like make or made something like that and if it is marked as true we won't be solving for that because we know that recipe has been made. Okay, so yeah, we can solve it this way, right? So like in this case also we are like there's bread and then there's sandwich and then there's burger. But if you have the burger first and then you might have sandwich, right? And then you have bread, right? So in the first iteration you will find the bread, like you can make the bread. Mark this at true, right? You will be solving for the bread. And then in the second iteration you have the bread and then you will make the sandwich, right? And then the third iteration you can make the burger. Okay. So this is not the optimal way, but yeah, this is working. So I'm not going for the topological sort for now. Like for this video, I will be making it in the future, like tomorrow maybe. Okay. So yeah, let me just show you the code. Okay, for this solution. Okay. So here I have like taken the unordered set to store the supplies, as you can see. Unordered set because it's like faster for searching. And then I have taken the size of the recipe, like how many recipes are there. Okay. Then I have made a boolean vector which is uh, having initially false, that no recipe is, we don't have any, we haven't made any recipe. Okay, if it's true, we know that the recipe has been made. Okay, and we are having the answer. Okay, we are iterating it k times, like I have told you before. I was like talking about this one, the number of recipes, how many number of recipes are there, like, okay, so that you can iterate it again. And if C, and we are doing the same thing, we are going through the recipes again and again. And if it is made, we are doing the continuous, so we are skipping it here. Okay, skipping this extra computation for it. Okay. The computation is a bit long. So we have copied the ingredients in it, like the ingredients of the recipe, right? And we have taken a bool true. If like any of the ingredients is missing, we are making the B as false. We are checking if it is not present, we are making it false and breaking it. Okay, and at the end we are checking if it's remain true. If it is still true, then we are inserting it to our supplies, right? And we are making marking it as true and we are pushing it to our answer. Okay, so this thing will be repeated and at last we can just return an answer, right? Okay, so as you can see, the code is running fine. Okay, if it wouldn't, then I would be going for the proposal. But yeah, if it's like it's running fine, so for now I have not like mentioned it, like not solved that way. Okay, so yeah, that's all for this question. Okay. The question link and the code link both will be in the description box, and there you can check out. And I will be uploading the topo sort solution soon. Okay. So yeah, that's all for the question. Have a nice day ahead.